Hi Aries, this is Jessica with Whispers of Grace. I'm here today to do your timeless past life reading. So whenever you come across this video, it should make sense for you. This is a reading to help you understand what you experienced in a past life that could be blocking you now. If you are new to my channel, welcome. If you've been here before, thank you for coming back as always. And what we're going over is what is the major life theme? What is the lessons and the blockages and the lessons in love that you're supposed to learn from this? Now, for anyone who does resonate with this video, and remember, these are general, it's not going to apply to everyone. You will know if this resonates with your energy or not. So please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. And at the end of the video, we are going to be doing a small meditation to help release this energy so it no longer affects you, okay? So I find it very interesting, Aries, because a lot of the Aries that I do know personally, this makes a lot of sense. And I think it does go to why Aries has such a strong conviction about certain things. And it's because you are actually a knight in the Celtic land. So you could be very drawn to Scotland, Ireland, parts of England, and you might even be drawn to the lore of how they used to do things. You might even be very drawn to, the fairies and trees, nature, because the Celtic actually used the trees to use healing remedies. They used them as spirit guides, and especially the oak tree. And there's a lot that has to do with the trees in general, because not only did you get the Celtic card, but you got the tree card. So this tells me that either you're very connected, and even if you don't know that yet, Aries, I would just really tune into the energy and go feel the energy of the tree and see what it gives back to you, because it is quite a beautiful experience. Now, with the Celtic card and the knighthood card, okay? So I feel like you were one of those people that stood up for injustice. I feel like you were one of those people that traveled a lot in order to gain messages from the trees and from trees from all over in order to serve you in your knighthood, serve you on your mission on this earth during this lifetime. Now, the way that I am seeing it, you could have, want to travel a lot. You want to see the world. You want to experience. You could be one of those people that move a lot, or you could have chosen a job that makes you travel in this life. You could also have been left by someone in this life that left you for travel. So it just take it how it resonates. But what the majority of what I'm feeling in this is, it's a pure survival mode for Aries. Because you were a Celtic knight and you had to travel in order to really feel into the energy and the messages that the trees were giving you, I really feel like this was the major life theme for Aries. So again, you could be one of those people who just can't stand to see people who are less fortunate getting bullied. Okay, you might be one of those advocates for the people who can't stand up for themselves. You could be very into the fairy realm and using the natural remedies of the earth in order to heal. Some of you could be very connected to being outdoors and feeling the energy of the trees, even if you don't know that's what's happening. But I do feel like Aries can't sit still. That's the energy that I'm getting. But the lesson in all of this is the Desert Prince. Now, the Desert Prince really represents the survival mode, okay? When the Desert Prince comes in, this tells you that even in the driest of times, when there seems to be no water in sight, that Aries can get through whatever it may be. And it's because you have this underlying energy of needing to save. You need to save the planet. You need to save the people. You have so much to bring to the table that you feel it's your duty to survive at all cost, right? Whether that's protecting yourself from people and having very strong boundaries, or moving different locations to get away from your past, whatever it may be. The Desert Prince is all about survival, and having that courage to really push forward no matter what the compromise is. And what else am I picking up? You might also be one of those people that when you feel that you are at the end, like, okay, you've been struggling, right? You keep pushing forward, and just when you think that you're about to run out of water, all of a sudden it appears, that type of thing. Miracles just happen to fall in your lap right at the right time. And it's because you have this knighthood in your charts, okay? You have this constant need for survival for whatever it is. And again, standing up for the less fortunate or the people who can't do it for themselves. I hear a lot of people say that Aries are assholes, but I feel like y'all are just very passionate people, and whatever you believe in it really, really strongly. Hi, Carl. Thank you for joining. I hope you enjoy this. So, again, the whole point of this, and especially with the High Lord of Service and Gratitude, this is about spreading that inner wisdom, allowing people to see whatever it is that you have to bring to the table and having no shame in it. Like, Aries gives no fucks, right? And excuse my language, but it's true. And it's because you are such a strong being, and especially with the altar priestess being here, I feel like you were one of those people that use the natural remedies in order to heal. But you were one of those people that really believe in sacred pastimes, or using the rituals in order to bring about what it is that you need. And yeah, especially with the dream walker here too. The dream walker is all about using the visualizing in order to bring up the dreams for the collective good. Okay, so it, again, all about survival, all about moving to the next phase. You can't sit still. You have to be, thinking about what it is that you can bring to the table in order to survive and to help people in the process. Now, the blockage is the King of Gabriel. Now, the King of Gabriel is the King of Staffs, and this is a very generous person, very inspirational, very driven. And it says, keep your eyes on the big picture, leave the details to others, experience that leads to success, genuine concern for others. Now, with this being your blockage, I want you to understand that there are times where you will have to take it up for yourself. And then there are times that you have to allow other people to align with you and to help you along this journey. Don't feel like you have to do it all by yourself. And there are going to be times where you can't count on others, so you will have to step up to the plate. But with the King of Staffs here, this is someone who, don't feel that you are completely alone in this journey, okay? there's so many other light workers that have the same capability and the same mindset as you. So you really need to align yourself with those people, because if you think about it, if you find other Aries that have this kind of energy, that are the knighthood. So you think about the light workers in this world trying to expel the negativity, expel the darkness, and you have a bunch of Aries out there who are actually very deeply rooted knights, right? You are the fighters for the good word, right? Imagine what y'all could do together. So think about it in that sense. Yes, you are responsible for your own individual journey, but when you align yourself with the people who have the same views as you, then there's nothing that could stop you, Aries. Now, the lessons in love is, if you could do anything, what would it be? The answers dwell in your heart, not in your mind, for the heart is the gateway to the soul. And I think in this sense, you know, especially with the knighthood, what is it that you're fighting for, Aries? What is it that you're running from or surviving for? What is it? And that's really where you have to dig down deep and follow what your soul is calling to. And coming from your heart space, you can't go wrong, because only time will tell. So just understand that you have a lot of really strong energy here. So no wonder there's a lot of Aries out there that people are intimidated by. And it's because you've been through so much, you've fought for so much, and you're not a quitter. So yeah, I can see how people would find that intimidating, but keep doing what you're doing, because it's absolutely beautiful. And the things, you have to make sure that what you are fighting for is for the good of all. What is the highest good for the collective, right? If we think about just ourselves, yes, we do have to help ourselves in order to help other people. Okay, that's the whole point in this life. So make sure that what you're aligning yourself with and what you are fighting for is not only what's best for you, but for the good of the collective. All right, so if that makes sense for you, then we are going to go into a small meditation. And I really want you to just kind of settle in. Pay attention to your breathing, close your eyes, breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. And as you're inhaling, I want you to imagine your lungs being filled up with white light. And on the exhale, I want you to imagine releasing any negative energy or any tension within your body, okay? Dear Spirit of love and light, I call upon you now. Archangel Michael, I call upon you as well. I'm calling in regards to Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Anyone who resonates with this reading of knighthood in the Celtic land. I ask that you allow Aries to truly feel into their passions and fight for the common good of all. Allow them to know that they are responsible for their own journey, but they do not have to walk this trial and tribulation alone. Understand that the knighthood of fighting for others is the most respectable thing that they could possibly do, but they do not have to run from their problems, and that they can face them head on with the grace and dignity through your gracious light and responsibility. I ask that you allow them to dig into their hearts to find out what it is that they truly can bring to the plate when it comes to fighting evil in this world. That they see in their hearts and their love that they are beautiful beings, and that there is a sense of survival, but that they don't have to fight so hard against the grain in order to survive. That we are survivors, and through us following your gracious plan, we can do anything. We will stand up for the people who have been wronged. we will stand up against the people who do wrong, and that nothing can stand in our way because we are survivors and we are fighters for the light in this world. Archangel Michael, I ask that you now cut the cords from any life, including this one, across all times and space. Sever these cords so that they may no longer hinder Aries from their process in this current life. I ask that you please send your healing, loving energy through these cords so that they may be healed from now and forevermore. Please give us the courage to keep fighting the good fight and allow us to embrace your positive, loving energy every day so that we may know exactly where we stand in our purpose from now until the day that we are called home. Amen. So with that, I hope y'all enjoy this video. If you need a private reading, you can email me at whispersofgrace1016@gmail.com. If you do not need a private reading and you feel like you got what you needed from this video today, there is a donation link down below if you would like to support the channel. I appreciate anything and everything, and thank you to all of the people who have already supported the channel. If you haven't checked me out on Facebook, please do. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Drop me a comment. Let me know how this resonates with you. And yeah, I wish all the best of luck, Aries, and keep fighting the good fight. Talk to you later. Bye.